really happened on the 10th of August 1932? Come with me and let's find out. Ready to find the truth, Benji? Let's go! Good boy. That's when Ole Kirk Christiansen founded the Lego Group. But the story behind the company isn't all fun and games. Ole and my great-great-grandfather, Kirk B. Delaney, were in love with Belinda Grinstead, the daughter of a cheesemaker, but they were too poor to do anything about it until Delaney inherited some money and bought Belinda a horse. Ole grew jealous. Well, Ole was a carpenter, so he whittled Belinda some massive yo-yos for her to play with while she was riding Delaney's horse. Belinda said they were lovely, so encouraged, Ole started whittling up to a dozen a day. But she didn't seem that interested, and it was back-breaking work, so he quickly grew greatly depressed, and even gave up eating cheese, because it reminded him of her. Without cheese he grew pale and weak. When he started whittling the yo-yos, he used to pack them up in a big bale of hay, so Belinda could have fun unpacking them. Now he just left them lying on top, waiting for her to come get them. And by the time she finally did, Ole had about 15 bales worth of yo-yos, all stacked up on top of each other. Well, Belinda just went for the closest one, which is at the bottom. The whole pile toppled over, and it nearly killed her. She gave Ole a piece of her mind, but he wasn't listening. He was too busy looking at the hay. On the bottom of each bale were the impressions of the yo-yos underneath, and it gave him a great idea. But he'd need something a bit more hard-wearing than hay. So that night, he broke into Belinda's stable, injected her horse full of glue, then melted it down and poured the mess over a load of bales of hay and yo-yos. When it had dried, he bored holes in the bottom, and he was delighted, because the whole lot slotted together perfectly. He reckoned he'd make a fortune when he sold the idea to the construction industry. But then Delaney came in, furious about his horse, and when he saw Ole messing around with his yo-yos, he told him to stop playing around. And Ole thought that's not a bad idea either. But he'd need a good name if he was to make it in the competitive toy market. Delaney picked him up to give him a good sock in the jaw, and Ole said, "Let go of me," and he realised he had it. The rest is history. Ole and Belinda got married as soon as Ole agreed to use cheese blocks instead of bits of melted horse for his bricks. And they were made like that up until the 1970s. After that they went back to plastic, because the energy crisis meant people couldn't afford to keep their toys refrigerated anymore. And Ole and Delaney reconciled after Ole bought Delaney a nice big horse to ride around on. Ole said it did him good to see Delaney out there, riding around on his own, playing with his yo-yo. Anyway, that's nothing compared to what happened to my other great-great-grandfather. Make sure you follow or subscribe, or whatever they call it these days, so you don't miss that story. Ready, Benji? Let's go!